Okay, Harry back again. Just going to give you a little update on my gaming rig, which I've updated. I built this rig back in 2011 and I've done some upgrades. I've got all acrylic tube inside, and the only thing I'm going to change here is this back tube. Runs through the back of here down to the bottom rack, because underneath there you can see that PCI one slot there. I need to use that for my TV card, but I wasn't going to use this PC in my main office. I was just going to use it as a gaming rig in here, which is where I build the computers. But I've decided now to use this as my computer in my main office, is for watching TV and DVDs and the likes of, and mainly for gaming. Around the front you can see it's got the Alpha Cool Bay Res. Alpha Cool Bay Res. These sensors, these displays here: CPU water, CPU temperature, GPU water, GPU temperature, Lantern Touch 6 screen, which is very good. All my mods for the front, took the 230mm fan out because of the radiator in the bottom, black perspex. I've got videos on YouTube about this. Drain port, the Alpha Cool 60mm thick 240 rad in the bottom, push pull with the Corsair SP high performance fans on. These two run together, and then these two run together on a separate controller. Same with the top, 360 60mm rad in the top. The two outside fans are on one controller, the center fan is on another, so I can turn different fans off as and when I'm gaming or not. Got a Be Quiet 140 in the back, sucking air in, and I've also got a 120 Be Quiet at the front, sucking air in, and the old trusty AX 1200 power supply, which I took apart a while back. Got a video of that as well. Changed the fan inside it because the late Yate Loon fan was noisy as hell, so I've put noise blocker Silent Pro in there. Runs about 1900, but I got a fan controller on it, which is on the Lantern on number 6, and I have it around 750 if that, but it runs great. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to drain the loop because I want to change that back tube around to the front, and once I've drained it, I'm going to come around here where I'm set up to do my acrylic tube bend for the new tube. Right, once I start doing that, I will add a little bit on to the vid. Okay, new piece of pipe is in, acrylic tube. I changed it from going around the back out to the front. That's the best I can get it. So a slight gap there, keeping this parallel to the graphics card, the gap there. Yeah, the liquid I took out went back in, and I also got another 100 milliliters in. I had a little bottle of Mayhem's X1 UV Blue concentrate, so I mixed that in with it just to make the blue a little bit darker. So yeah, I got that in, bled it, got some air out, and it's just been running now for about half an hour. I'm just going to turn the pump off, plug the pump back in to the main power supply, because I've got my old trusty 400 watt there, shorted out straight to the pump, and I didn't touch anything else. Just so that connection there coming out the bottom of the graphics card, that went in there. I can take this off now. So I will unplug it, plug everything back in and boot her up and see what it looks like with the colours with the darker blue X1 UV blue in it. I don't use UV lights, but it just looks nice. Right, a couple of minutes, be back. Okay, back again, a couple of minutes, and I'm just going to boot it up now, hopefully. Oh. Maybe because that's how I drain the motherboard off with the electrode. I kept once I unplugged it, I kept the power button in for 10 or 15 seconds just to get rid of all the juice that's left over in the motherboard. Maybe it did it because of that. Yeah. Everything looking good. Okay, what I've got is start at the bottom here. As you can see, Corsair AX1200i. Oh, sorry, AX1200. I wish, and I. But there you go. This has been the one that I took apart about a couple of years ago because I was having trouble with the Nate Loon fan. Got a noise blocker PL2 in there, 1900 RPM one on a fan controller at the front. As you can see here, let me just get a light on here for you. You can see how tight this was, and I wasn't sure. I got 20 or 25 millimeters at the most, and I just gently warmed the cables and folded them around like that before plugging them in. But keep it neat and tidy. And then straight out the back, as you can see, nice and down there, nice and tidy. In the bottom I have Alpha Cool 60mm thick 240 rad for Corsair SP120 high performance on. These two on this side work on one channel on the fan controller. These two work on the other side on a number 4 on the fan controller. That means I can turn this bank off when I'm not gaming and just have these two on. The front fan, Be Quiet 120. This is another mod I did, but I've got another video on that. And at the back is a 140 Be Quiet. And those two front and rear fan, they run on the same, on number 5 on the controller. Kingston HyperX in the back, 240 gig SSD, and at the top got another Alpha Cool Rad. This one is 60mm thick by 360 long, 3 fans on it. The back end fan and the front end fan work on channel 1. The center one is on channel 2. As you can see, it's not spinning. So this just gives me the flexibility of just turning fans off on the rads as and when I'm gaming or not. Okay, as we come down here, got a Asus X79 Pro motherboard, and it's got a Intel 3820, I think it is, clocked to 4.7 gigahertz. 16 gigs Corsair Dominator RAM, and all with the EK order blocks on. Coming down here, got two XFX 7950 graphics cards running in Crossfire. Running good. The only thing I'm going to do now is change these cables over and lift them up so they go straight round in this one and then come straight round into there. Yeah, it's been a great computer. So I built it in around, I think it was 2011, somewhere like that. So, you know, the motherboard and the CPU and the RAM and stuff have been in there. Was it 2012 I built this? Could have been 2012, I'm not sure. But the motherboard, CPU and the RAM and the graphics cards and the power supply are the remaining stuff that I bought when I first did it. I've changed the RAM blocks, CPU blocks, and I know the graphics cards blocks are original. So she's done me great, and I'm thinking about doing another one at Christmas 2015, but I'm not too sure at the moment, because she does it. There's nothing wrong with it. It plays all the games I want to play. Metro Last Light, 2033, Crisis 3, 2, Battlefield 3, all the stuff, so I've got no issue with it. Plays it sweet as a nut. So have a look at the back of the Alpha Cool Bay Res. That's going in there like that. And at the front I got the touch screen. So if you just touch the screen like that, that's the 6 fans. As say, number 1 said earlier, the 2 fans each end of the top rad, middle one, bottom, middle, bottom closest to the power supply, closest to the number 4 to the front, number 5 is the front and rear fan, and number 6 is the one that's on the power supply. Just a couple of these 2 on this side. CPU, water is at the top, main temperature is at the bottom, graphics card water, graphics card temperature. It's all in all great PC. Had it a long time. So yeah, let me know what you think. Yeah, give me some comments on it, guys, if you think I should have done anything different apart from a tube reservoir in there. But I don't think I got enough distance here. You know, it would be very, very tight to get a tube res in there. So we'll have to see on the next update. The fittings are Monsoon revolvers, chrome, and the tube is, oh gosh, I can't remember, Primo Chill 10 ID 12 OD, I think. Yeah, was it 13 mil? Anyway, but that's the tubing. What I noticed when I was just taking this apart, in the bottom of some in the bottom areas like here, it was just, you can see it was just starting to get a little white residue in some of the bottoms of these pipes. So I'll give it another 6 months like it, and then I'll give it a good old clean out and see what happens. But they reckon with this acrylic tube you don't have to change the liquid for a couple of years, because now the mayhems I put in here has got all those inhibitors and stuff in it, so you don't have to bother with that freaking kill coil and stuff like that. So, and yeah, I run some benchmarks on it and stuff, and what I'll do is I will run some benchmarks on it, and I will post them after this I've sorted this video out. So like and subscribe if you like the video, guys. I've got plenty more on my channel, and yeah, I'll see you again in another video. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.